Seguo la Roma e finisco nei guai. Sono innamorato, pazzo, e questo lo sai. In Italia, in Europa, ovunque sarai. Roma non ti lasceremo mai. Europa League is back, my friends. I cannot wait. You know me, I love European football. You know me, I want to take revenge of that 31st of May 2023 when we were robbed of a Europa League trophy. And this is another year, another chance, another full Europa League season to try and claim back what was stolen from us. I want concentration in this tournament. I want to give the same attention to the league as I want in the Europa League. And I probably know that it won't be like this season because it's basically scripted that the Fredkins have told Juric and previously De Rossi that the focus this season must be Champions League football. So I personally do think that Roma this season will have more rotations, allow more rotations, will change more systems in Europa League games to then rest the biggest players for the league games because Champions League is so important. The return in the Champions League financially and also in terms of prestige is massive. So I'm not scared, but I already know that this season we are going to share more attention and devote more energies and interests in that top four race than we are in winning the Europa League. I personally think that things have to be equaled out. I really care about the Europa League. I cared about the Europa League last year. I cared about the Europa League 2 years ago. And I cared about the Conference League 3 years ago. European football for me means a lot. I love European football. Like, if you ask me, I would much rather only play European games than domestic games. It really gets me more excited. And what a game to start our European campaign against Athletic Bilbao. Now, I've said it previously, I wrote it on an Instagram post this morning. I love Athletic Club de Bilbao. I find the team, the philosophy of the team, and the way they kind of share traditional passion and culture of the country and its history and reflect it on their football team of their football city. And I am going to devote a few minutes about speaking about Athletic Bilbao because this is what I like about European games and European tournaments. Comparing realities with other teams from different countries. And I think Athletic Bilbao is one of those teams that everybody needs to know about and that ultimately everybody will respect. But yeah, I am so excited for tomorrow's game. I will be going to the stadium, so there will be a stadium vlog as always. Thank you very much indeed for 12.5k. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and like this video if you're watching live or not. Yes, I'm speaking to you. Hit the like and it would be great. And let me know your impressions down below. How are we feeling? Europa League is starting tomorrow. More games. This new format means more games. This new format also means, I think, also allowing yourself a breather because 8 teams out of all the teams are directly going to go to the round of 16 and a further 12 teams, if I'm not wrong, are there to play the playoffs without a team which will get relegated from the Champions League. Realistically speaking, there are no reasons why we cannot get into that top 8, yet alone in that top 24. We are going to get in it because in Europe we're a different team, we're a different breed. We breathe and use a different DNA. The same DNA that, was about to cost us another miracle against Bayer Leverkusen last season, which costed us a Europa League final and a Conference League victory. That DNA is encapsulating what we want to prove in European tournaments. And it's about glory, it's about domination. And on paper, again, it's very different. But on paper this season, Roma are the favourites because they are the highest ranked team in the UEFA coefficiency out of all the teams in the Europa League. So that doesn't mean we're going to win it, but that also means that we should believe in it. And I am convinced that we will believe in ourselves. Right. Let's speak about the game. Now, I have to start with Athletic de Bilbao because if you're not aware about the philosophy of this team, I'm going to spend 3 minutes to speak about it, and then speak about their team, and then move on to us, show you my predicted 11, and kind of, everything that this game will offer to us tomorrow. Now, look, the first thing which I'll say is that my respect for this team is immense. I'm a Roma fan. Tomorrow we will be enemies if there are any Athletic Club fans watching this, but my respect for Athletic Bilbao is more than just a football game against each other tomorrow. I was in Bilbao this summer doing a volunteering Spanish course for 2 weeks. And number one, the city is absolutely stunning. If you've got a weekend, search those low-cost flights, get yourself to Bilbao, literally 2 days. It's an incredible city, incredible people, incredible food. And when you're there, also take a visit at the cathedral, the fortress of Spanish culture and Spanish football, the stadium where the Europa League final will be held this season, El San Mamés, which kind of rises up in one of the most coolest neighborhoods in the city. It's a stunning city, stunning culture. But the thing which I devote more respect to is, if you're not aware of the philosophy of the Basque region itself geographically, the Basque region wants independence from Spain. The Basque region hates Spain. Basque regions and Spain don't stick together. When Spain won the Euros, I was there 2 weeks after Spain won the Euros, and I was told that in Bilbao there were no celebrations about Spain winning the Euros, because the Basque region, similar to the Catalonia region, the Barcelona region, they want independence from Spain, and they are reflecting this culture and these traditions on their football club. Inside the Athletic Club de Bilbao team and the Real Sociedad, because both of them are Basque, only players who are born in the Basque region of Spain or players that have been developed and promoted from their youth setup are allowed to play. And what is interesting is that despite these traditionalist regulations, Athletic Bilbao is a team that Spanish teams, whether you're Real Madrid or Barcelona, struggle against. This is a team which, despite the difference in finances between Real Madrid and Athletic Bilbao, scares all the other teams, is a national beast. The San Mamés is a fortress which everybody struggles against, which is why this game will be so interesting tomorrow, because this is a tough team to play against. These players, their minds have been folded in a way to play for not just the badge in the team, but for their region, for the people of the region. So, my respect for this team is, I love Athletic Bilbao. Like, if I wasn't a Roma fan, I would be an Athletic Club de Bilbao fan, 100%. Which is why I'm very excited about tomorrow's game, and I cannot wait to document it, because the respect of their football philosophy is massive. I wanted to say this because I want to get, football culture is what we love. Football historic facts is what we love, and I wanted to share it. So hopefully your respect for Bilbao has grown after this. Right. Now, they've got interesting players. Of course, Nico Williams, the hero of Euro 2024 for Spain, as well as Lamine Yamal. Eu quero chu, eu quero cha, eu quero chu, cha, cha, chu, chu. Yeah, he's that guy. If you don't know him, he's the guy on the thumbnail, the guy with the dreads. Nico Williams is there. Nico Williams will be a threat, as well as his brother, Iñaki Williams. Now, Nico Williams is coming from an injury, and he's actually in doubt for tomorrow's game, but Valverde, the Bilbao manager, has given him a call up. He will be available for tomorrow's game. I am not sure if he is going to start, because he had an ankle problem, but if he's there, he's going to be a threat. This guy is unreal. This guy is somebody which had Barcelona and Arsenal and I believe Liverpool interested in him this summer. He is a generational talent. Him, Nico, and his brother Iñaki are the biggest threats of this team. They've got Unai Simon, who is injured. So they've got a lot of missing pieces. But Ander Herrera is another player who is now currently at Athletic Club de Bilbao. And they are a team which has a few standout players, but overall move together as a whole, win games as a whole, and the unity predominates over the individualism. And I think that's what every football team needs to do. and Athletic Bilbao do this perfectly. So again, as always, they are a Spanish team. Spanish culture is about tiki-taka. Remember when we faced Real Betis in the Europa League campaign when we got to the final in 2023 in the group stages. Remember when we faced Real Sociedad in that campaign as well. These teams and Spanish teams are based on tiki-taka. You know, they're based on possession. So tomorrow's game is going to be a game where attacking them and pressing them and following Juric's intuitions would probably benefit, because they're going to keep the ball a lot. They're going to make the ball, rotate around, circulate around, try to find gaps and ultimately attack us. That's what Spanish football is all about. Tiki-taka, the tiki-taka culture. So that is what I expect from Athletic Bilbao. Now, Roma, of course, coming from this turmoil week, we're coming from a solid win, a new manager. Juric will want to give a sense of continuity to the solid win 3-0 against Udinese. Juric in the press conference today was asked, what are your objectives in becoming Roma's manager in the future? And he said, the only thing I'm focused about is tomorrow's game. You know, he's somebody who, as always, likes to stick his words on a short notice, doesn't like to speak around and a lot and muss around. He wants to get it done with, and he wants a concentrated team. Now, he has announced that there will be a sense of turnover. Now, of course, your squad depth has changed, so turnover will be a better motto to use than what we were used to last season. So there are going to be changes. This is something that Juric has confirmed. What I want to see from Roma tomorrow is what I saw against Udinese, because I think if we give them the control of the game, I think Athletic Bilbao will come to Rome to get 3 points. You know, these teams aren't the Venezias that we're going to face on Sunday, which are going to come to Rome, park the bus, and play for a draw and get the point. These teams have got a different mentality. These teams come to Rome to get the 3 points in a different Europa League format to go top of the league. So what I don't want to see, and what I think could be the trigger to us losing tomorrow's game, is giving them the control of the game. If you give the control of the game to a Spanish team which bases its football on tiki-taka, you are not going to have a successful evening. Because if you give control to them, when they are a possession-based team, they will keep the ball, kill the rhythm of the game, and ultimately bury it. So what I want to see tomorrow, which is something that Juric wants to see tomorrow, is intensity, in a sense that you need to break this tiki-taka. You need to break the chains of tiki-taka. Spanish teams move together. Tiki-taka is based on moving the ball around and you moving together with the ball. So this guy passes it to this guy, and when they pass it, they move together. It's about a net movement of the ball and a net movement of the players. In order to break these chains, you need to be intense. In order to break these chains, you need to press. And this is what can win us the game tomorrow. We're playing at home. The protests, of course, have ended. Of course, there will be a bit of discontent in tomorrow's game still. But the Curva Sud will be there. The stadium won't be a sold-out stadium, but it will be a packed stadium. We're very good, and we've been very good in Europe at home in recent times. So there is nothing that can stop us in winning this game. And I think it would give us a massive mental, psychological, and confidential boost as well. Now, my predicted 11 is this. Based on the fact that Juric has said that there are going to be some changes, but I think some of the players, which are ultimately the big players, are going to stick around. Now, I'm going to show you my predicted 11, and I'm going to read some comments. In the meantime, analyze it, come up with questions, and we're going to go through it in a second. Bodo Glimt won 3-2 against Porto with 10 men for 40 minutes. Porto in the mud. Yeah, I saw Bodo Glimt during the Europa League. I completely forgot about it. I'm sure we should give up on Europa League and concentrate on domestic championship and cup. We shouldn't waste strength on Europa League. I understand why. And it's going to happen this season. I think following the past seasons, we are going to distribute less attention to the Europa League and distribute that attention that we used to give to Europa League in the league. But I completely disagree on the snub the Europa League fact. We are here because we're here. So we need to take revenge. That revenge is still here. I've got that game. It's still here. It's stuck in my saliva in my throat. It's been 2 years now. It's not gone down. I haven't digested that win. And I think no Roma fan has digested that win. So every Roma fan wants to take revenge. Every Roma fan wants the world to shut up and to prove them wrong. And this is yet another chance to do it. And this time round, where on paper we're the favourites, where on paper we are the highest coefficiency of the UEFA ranking, we need to go all in it. Now, this doesn't mean snub the league, win the Europa League. This means equally sharing the energies. We've improved squad depth, so there is nothing that we can't do in order to balance both the things out. And I think we have to balance the things out because I massively care about our European campaigns. We were on relegation zone last week. Just because you love Bodo, we just beat Porto 3-0 with 10 men. 3-2. Nice. Congratulations. Baldanzi and Kone need to start. Hermoso and possibly Sully as a right mid. I can't wait to win this trophy and show it to Lazio's faces. Disappointed if he's still out. You have to respect their football philosophy indeed. I couldn't care less for Europa League, but I will watch it because of Roma. I can't wait to see us play in Serie A and the Cup. That's what I care about. Well, if I have to give ranking of priorities, this is my ranking of priorities. Win the Europa League is first, get top 4 is second, and win the Coppa Italia is third. I've repeated this so many times. Last season, at the beginning of last season, at the end of last season, I can't put to practice how much I want to win this trophy. And this is why I'm so excited that we're back going tomorrow. I want to win this fucking Europa League trophy, man. I want to fucking lift it. It's all I want right now. I want to lift this trophy. And in order to do it, we need to start well. And tomorrow, I want a good game. A good team, concentrated team. Don't snub this tournament because all of us want to win it. Chilik is going to be up against Williams. We're screwed. I'm not sure if Nico Williams will start, but he is available. He had a little injury, but he is available. Depending on fitness, I would start a strong squad and rotate more this upcoming Sunday. And that's another point. We've got Venezia on Sunday. If I had to pick a rotational team, I would much rather rotate against Venezia because I know that our second team can beat Venezia. I'm not sure if their second team can beat Bilbao, but I'm convinced their second team can beat Venezia. So yeah, if I have to pick a game to rotate on, I choose the other one, the Sundays one. He's not ready for this level of footy. Said is going to be a project, I think. He will get red card after 30 minutes. We desperately need Homo. Saud is not ready for this level of footy. Yeah, we read that. There's absolutely no way we make top 4 if we stay in UEL or not. I think we have a better chance of doing well and winning the Europa League than we do in Serie A. I agree, 100%. I saw Homo's playing training on Instagram and he looks really good. Europa League is one of the important titles that we actually have a chance of winning. We shouldn't give up on it. Exactly, mate. Spot on. Bigger says priorities. Aleph says Indika is doing a great job. Mark is saying we should always go for this title. Always, man. Always. I want to win this so badly. I want to win this so badly. It's undescribable. The amount of temptation that I have. Seeing Atalanta lift this trophy. Why can't we lift it as well? I really want to go well in it. I want to see Homos play tomorrow. Right, my predicted 11 is this. Zvilor in goal, Hermoso, Homos and Mancini to start. An experienced defense line. A defense line which knows how to play in Europe. A defense line which knows Spanish football because Hermoso has played against Athletic Bilbao in the past. Knows how to face Spanish teams. Dovbyk, similar discussion. He knows how to break the defense line of Spanish teams. So Dovbyk, Hermoso and all of the players who have had an experience in Spain, I would start tomorrow. Because Athletic Bilbao are well organized. So you need players who know how to break their organization. Homos, I think, will start. Because realistically, I think Homos would much rather start this game than Venezia. And I think in European performances, Homos has been incredible last season. So why can't he do it with us as well? So that's my defense line. 4 in the middle, I'm going with Chilik. Let's pray on Chilik if Nico Williams start, because it's gonna be fun seeing Chilik against Nico Williams. We need a world-class performance if Nico Williams does start. El Shaarawy on the other side. Paredes and Kone in the middle. Pizzilli to rest, Cristante to rest, and both of them start on Sunday. Kone, who Juric said isn't 100% ready, but I think he will start this game. And Paredes back starting. So you've got somebody who presses to break their intensity, and you've got somebody who sits back to try and break their attack, create that trench, and get balls back. So, that versatility of the midfield can work well. Somebody who's more offensive, somebody who's more defensive. And two fast players on the flanks. Up front, I'm going with Dovbyk, Baldanzi, and Dybala. Pellegrini and Zalewski are out for this game. They haven't gotten a call-up. Pellegrini has a minor injury. Zalewski will be reintegrated, but he isn't ready for this one. Baldanzi to start because he's living an absolute incredible period of form. Dovbyk up front as well. The question mark is Dybala. Because Juric in the press conference said Dybala needs to be controlled in a sense that fitness-wise, Dybala needs to be rested, and we need to have a good sense of control with Paulo. Now, Paulo played 90 minutes 3 days ago against Udinese. So, is he in a fitness position to start again? I think he's going to start, but I think he's going to play 45 minutes. I think the second half will be Sule. Of course, depending on the result as well. But I think the game plan tomorrow is start Dybala for one half, start Sule for the other half. Dybala starts, and then Sule makes his way in the second half for Paulo. That is my predicted 11 for tomorrow. So, changes, yes, but brave changes, studied changes, experienced changes. Because if last season, whenever we want to put some changes, we couldn't, because our B team was terrible and it couldn't withstand the pressure of teams like Athletic Bilbao. This time around, we've added more squad depth, so more rotations can be allowed. Zalewski has been reintegrated, yes, Aleaf, but he's not ready for tomorrow's game. This is something that Juric confirmed. He will be reintegrated, but he's not going to get a call-up tomorrow. That's it. That is my predicted 11, and this is my match preview between Roma and Athletic Club de Bilbao. I can't wait for tomorrow's game. I hope everybody here is excited, just like I am. Europa League is back, Stadium Vlog will come, and let me read a few last comments, and then we're going to end it. By the way, congrats, you're getting bigger by the video. Keep this up. You've been amazing looking at all sides. Even if you don't agree, you always appreciate the perspective. Love it, mate. Thank you very much. I don't want the team to have the mentality of giving up on any trophy. I agree. Zalewski has been, we read that. We should set priorities, and we all know it's the league. Yes, but that doesn't mean that you can't also go well in another tournament. There is nothing that stops us in going well in 3 tournaments this season. So, of course, you might think the priorities is the league, get top 4, but that doesn't mean that, fuck every Europa League game, I don't care. Because that's mentally wrong, because that's not what a club like Roma, who wants to aim at ambitious, scenes, needs to do. So, we need to go well everywhere. We will have ups and downs. We will have moments of crisis. We'll have moments of incredible joy. That doesn't mean that we go well in one and we absolutely stumble the other one. We have to balance things out very, very well. I wish Dybala and Sule could play together. Did you see the Opta supercomputer prediction on Europa League winner outcome? Yeah, I'm gonna go back to that one, and then I'm gonna end it. Let me read a few other comments. I'd start Sule and sub Paulo depending on the result. Interesting. Simo, did you hear Hermo say in the press conference that he's the reason he came to Roma most because of De Rossi? You mean Hermoso? I did hear it. And I want to actually end this live stream and go back and finish the Juric press conference, because I like the man when he speaks. He's very short-worded, but I like when he speaks. His ideas are clear. You a fan here, your vid's too funny not to watch. Love it, thank you very much. I miss Salamakers, says Victor. Armick, thank you very much for the 17 New Zealand dollars. Thank you very much. I mean, you guys are incredible. The amount of support that I've always received, but especially in these last couple of days, is immense. Like, every single cent will be reinvested back in the videos, in the tickets, in the equipment, and in the travels. So thank you very much. I love you all. Good luck for Europa League. Thank you very much, and good luck to you. AS Roma is fucking massive, and we need to believe we can achieve in Europe. Yes. You also got an interesting team this season. Hope you win Europa, says Black Mamba. Thank you very much. If you think Roma is getting top 4, you're crazy. Roma was placed 5th. Athletic was placed 2nd, I believe. Did the support computer take into account our starting form? If we're firing on all cylinders, we have a great chance to win. Right, before ending the stream, I want to get back to this comment of seeing the Opta supercomputer prediction. Now, first thing which I'll say is, I respect the Opta supercomputer, even though it feels like it belongs to a Garfield movie. But, again, it's bullshit. Like, of course it's based on probabilities and statisticians do it, but at the end of the day, it's bullshit. And the name of it, Opta supercomputer, I'm not even joking, belongs to... It's something Garfield would say. Hey, welcome to my Opta supercomputer. No, but jokes aside, they put Porto first. Well, Porto lost the first game against Bodo Glimt. Porto also lost Conceição. I don't think Porto are the favourites. I would put Roma top 3. I wouldn't put Roma top 1 because of certain dynamics. I would still put Man United first. I know Man United are bottle jobs, and I know Man United most probably won't win it, but prestige of the team, European experience, and ultimately quality of players, I put United first. My top 3 of Europa League favourites is United first, Roma 2nd, and one between Porto and Spurs 3rd. Now again, Spurs are in a mess. I've been following the Premier League, and I can confirm that Spurs are in an absolute mess. But again, they've got the quality to do it. And I think in these games and in these tournaments, it's all about quality. And they've got the quality. So my top 3 would be Man United first, Roma 2nd, Tottenham 3rd, and Porto 4th. And I'd put Lazio 5th, 6th, with Athletic Bilbao 4th. Because Athletic Bilbao, of course, final will be played at home. So that's a massive advantage if they do reach the final. Because, you know, home advantage in a European final. Like, imagine that. It would be immense. So, yeah, mine would be Man United, Roma, Spurs, Porto, Athletic Bilbao, and Lazio. Right. I'm going to catch you tomorrow. Please do hit the like in this video. Thank you very much to each and everyone's support in this live stream. If you're watching live or not, please do hit the like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments of this video what you think about this game and your pre-24 hours impressions. I'll talk to you soon. Hit the like, subscribe, and follow Roma Theory TV on Instagram. And all good. Enjoy Europa League tonight, and talk to you soon. See you, Mo.